Hi, welcome to section 5.2. We're on page 126, and today we're talking about the present progressive. So you may not know what the present progressive is if I just ask you, hey, what's the present progressive? But you certainly use it every day in English, and we're going to use the same kind of structure in Spanish to express things that are happening right now, okay? So in English, when we talk about the present progressive, we're talking about this kind of structure. I am speaking. Okay, where we have like a helper verb or an auxiliary verb, a to be verb, plus an ing verb. You might have learned this in your grammar classes a long time ago, and you might have had the actual term for it, but you may not use it anymore. But this is the present progressive. So we're going to have a present tense conjugated form of to be verb, estar, and then the equivalent of an ing verb, which is going to be a verb that ends in ando or yendo. Okay? And I'll rewrite that again in a minute. Okay, so you're going to have a present tense form of estar, and you'll have your present participle, which is a form of ando or yendo. Okay, so let's write this out again. So, estar plus the present participle. So, how do you form the present participle? If I have a verb that's an AR verb, okay, so like the verb hablar, I will knock off that AR and I will add on ANDO. So that's my present participle. So along with a conjugated verb, form of estar will form the present participle. So the present progressive. So we have estoy hablando. That's the present progressive. And remember that because the verb form always includes the understood pronoun, we don't have to use one as well, but you can if you want to. So, estoy hablando is a full sentence. I am speaking. Okay, so let's say we want to do an ER verb. We'll clear this off. We have an ER verb like comer. We'll knock off the ER. We have our stem, and then we'll add yendo. Tú estás comiendo. Okay? Finally, our IR verbs. A verb like escribir. We'll knock off the IR. And we'll add yendo. Estamos escribiendo. Okay? So that's how you form it. Now, we have one exception we want to make sure that we pay attention to. Okay? Whenever the stem of an ER or IR verb ends in a vowel, the present participle will end in yendo. So some examples. We have the verbs leer, oír, and traer. Notice that if we knock off the ER or IR ending, we're left with a vowel. Okay, so when we form it, we'll add yendo instead of the IE. Okay, so we'll end up with leyendo, oyendo, and trayendo. Okay? Now, next page. Okay, so the verbs ir, poder, and venir okay, they all have irregular present participles. So we have yendo, pudiendo, and viniendo. Okay, several other verbs are going to have irregular present participles as well. So if we have ir, IE stem changing verbs, so for example, preferir and sentir, preferir is going to change to prefiriendo. Sentir is going to change to sintiendo. Okay. Ir, I in the present tense. Conseguir is going to change to consiguiendo. Okay. Pedir. It's going to change to pidiendo. Seguir, like conseguir. Siguiendo. Okay. And then dormir is going to change to durmiendo. Okay. Now, using the present progressive. Okay, so the present progressive is used less in Spanish than in English. In Spanish, the present progressive emphasizes that an action is in progress. So, ella todavía está escuchando música. She's still listening to music. Or Javier está estudiando ahora mismo. In English, the present progressive is used with actions that occur over time or in the future. But for that, in Spanish, a simple present tense will be used. So salgo hoy a las 3, okay, is I'm leaving today at 3. Versus like the present progressive in English, I'm leaving today at 3 to show what's happening in the future. We'll use the simple present tense for that. So remember the present progressive is for action that is taking place right now. Right now. Okay? All right, so that's it for this lesson. I'm going to go ahead and do manos a la obra. And of course, as always, you're welcome to pause the recording if you want to complete the exercise and then check your answers with me. So for this one, we're going to create complete sentences using the present progressive. So for the first example, mis amigos, and then the verb descansar en la playa. Mis amigos están descansando en la playa. Número 2. Nosotros estamos practicando deportes. Period. Okay. Número 3. Carmen está comiendo en casa. Número 4. Nuestro equipo está ganando el partido. Número 5. Yo estoy trayendo el periódico. Número 6. Él está pensando en comprar una bicicleta. Número 7. Ustedes están explicando la lección. Número 8. José y Francisco están pidiendo café. Número 9. Marisa está leyendo el correo electrónico. Número 10. Yo estoy preparando sándwiches. Once. Carlos está sacando fotos. Y 12. Tú estás durmiendo. All right, if you have any questions about this activity or anything else I talked about in this lesson, please don't hesitate to ask your questions in the forum. I'll be more than happy to answer them there.